So we chose this city and so far it's mind-blowing.
There's no pathway on the other side of the road, so we've run out of path. This really sums up Belgrade sometimes.
This city has it all.
First up is a visit to St. Sava.
So it's hard to know if we're in the front or if we're in the back entrance. Never really quite know for sure. Either way, it looks pretty striking. It's pretty interesting because this temple has been under construction since like the 30s. So it's a long time, almost 100 years still under construction.
Belgrade Fortress is the most visited attraction in the city. For 16 centuries, this structure was consistently destroyed and rebuilt time and time again. Just outside lies many tanks as part of the Military Museum's outdoor exhibition.
They've got this fence around so it looks like a zoo, so it actually looks like you can't get in because the dinosaurs are alive. I don't know, maybe the dinosaurs have come alive. Wow.
And the views from the park make it another reason why it's a must visit when in Belgrade.
Okay, so now we're going exactly where I've wanted to go so far while being in this park, which is the Roman well, which apparently isn't a well at all. It's a bit precarious. No one else is going down. Not only did they throw a lot of people in there, like it was used as a dungeon, so it seems, there's also other stories, movies that have been written about the well and just based on events surrounding the well. Like in the 1950s, apparently someone threw their mistress down there, killed her down there. Also, Alfred Hitchcock visited the well and he just raved about its ambience, and that's the kind of vibe you get down there. It's a bit haunting. Been told it's just the dish to have. Oh, okay. It's very yummy. It reminds me of like a schnitzel. I think it's the KONAK, which I've been told is just a must-have. It's so delicious. It's like just buttery goodness. Delicioso. So we made it to Vukov's Spomenik station, and already I found it quite interesting because it's just the escalators just look absolutely like not functioning. They've got moss over them, cigarettes, and they're just not functioning at all, and the station just looks really kind of abandoned, yet people are going down. So I'm wondering, is it an operating station or not? I don't know, we'll check it out.
Built in the 90s, the station was intended to be the first of many underground stations in Belgrade. Though with plans still on hold, Belgrade remains the largest city in Europe without an underground metro.
So there is billboards, there's signs of life here, signs that they are definitely, you know, they're running this station. The fact that there's like turnstiles right here, it's really interesting because they really look like they just haven't been used. This whole place seems very abandoned. The escalators don't work, the place is just closed, but it looks like really well made and everything. It's just not really used, so it's very interesting. The chair looks really cool behind me. It looks like it's made of gold, like the sculpture and stuff. It's pretty cool. And we're going down the escalator, and it's a pretty long one. I'm not too sure what the longest escalators in the world are for the subways. This one's definitely going to have to be one of the longest. Pretty long. Even though this station isn't part of the actual subway or metro system, it's definitely being used quite a lot. So there's a lot of people around. So it definitely has a purpose. It's not like it doesn't have a purpose. But it'd be good if it was part of a, you know, big subway system, and I hopefully Belgrade gets it soon. Beyond that, I definitely think they've got heaps of trams, heaps of buses, like so many, like incredible amount. So definitely it's easy to get around Belgrade, but a subway will definitely make your journey a bit quicker, I reckon. Look how cool the graffiti is on this train. It's amazing, it's so cool, and it's just not like a little bit, it like runs across the whole train. Okay, I'm finally going to try this SARMA. Looks pretty amazing actually. Wow. It is hot. It is extremely yummy. Very good. It's like sour. It's like sauerkraut with like a meat kind of filling. And I think you got here some kind of mash. It is so yummy. Okay, like in a lot of places we're going to in Belgrade, we're the only ones here.
I love this place. So looks like it's divided in many different sections. So that is like a bar, and this part is more like daycare slash cafe, which seems fairly common in Belgrade. Very cute. There's a brewery there. I'll probably go there because it looks like there's an arcade game.
I love how this place is really open plan. It's really cool. It's perfectly set up for bands, don't you think? It'd be great to have a gig in here. It's a perfect space for a gig. I'd love to play here. What I love about this place is like being in like a big kind of warehouse. Well, that's kind of what it is. And because we're almost alone in here, it's just got an interesting vibe. So if you do find yourself here in Belgrade, there is one thing you have to try, which is this. Looks innocent enough. This is RAKIJA. And this is a Serbian style brandy, and it is quite strong, but don't drink it like a shot. That's what I've been told by the Serbians themselves. They say just have it sip by sip. Whoa, that actually got me that time. It is extremely strong. I'm not too sure what the alcohol content is, but it will definitely get you to where you need to go.
SKADARLIJA is the go-to place for clubs, bars and great restaurants.
I love this street. It's so gorgeous.
So much charm, doesn't it?
Yeah, and because of snow, it looks more magical. Look at that tree. That tree looks like a person.
Looks like a character.
Oh, it looks like a person.
Wake up, tree.
I'm calling it now. I don't think I can get away from gaining about 3 kilos more from Serbia. The waiter asked me if I want ham, bacon or cheese, and I asked him, get me everything. And these are my saviors. 4 slices of tomatoes. They are the only kind of healthy thing in this breakfast.
Okay, I went for a pretty simple standard breakfast actually. I just really felt like eggs, so I just went anything with eggs on it. And I've got these thin sausages, which seems to be the style I've noticed in Serbia, thin kind of long sausages. It tastes like chorizo. I don't think I've ever been served more than 2. This is the first time I've had 3 eggs served to me. Serbian food, they've got their own kind of thing happening, their own food culture scene, and it's really good. It's really big, and they've just got a love for food, and that always means just better food. When people have a passion for food, you'll be able to find better food in the city. So Belgrade, very good food scene.
In Belgrade, there seems to be no border between cafes and bars. They're all mixed.
The other cool thing about this cafe is, if you can notice by the menu, it's actually also a record store, so you can actually go have a look at the vinyls and purchase vinyls as well too. So it's got a very music orientated vibe to it, hence the DJ decks down below. So it's pretty cool. I like the double level cafes. I think there's not enough of that.
I've ordered avocado. Delicious. Coffee is strong, but ice cream makes it soft and creamy.
DORCOL is a hip suburb of Belgrade and a great place to visit if you want to experience awesome cafes and bars.
A lot of this kind of portrait style, isn't there? With graffiti? I think it's probably got to do with soccer. So cute.
So friendly.
Hi, doggy. It's got a musical note on it, so yeah.
Can you even count coming to Belgrade if you haven't tried a burek? The answer is definitely no. It's a must-have food and it's as delicious as it looks.
So exciting! Look at this. That's my one, that's Rachel's, and that's our yogurt. Because you gotta have it with the yogurt, that's what we've heard. Have to. I'm not sure if this is the main one, because I've seen other people have it not in the bottle, but in the other little one, so I'm not too sure what everyone's favourite yogurt is. We've gone with this one, Vida Pro.
This is so interesting because they crush it.
They crushed it up.
So amazing.
It's so beautiful. You can see, like, it looks like you're in like a little church. It's got the beautiful decorations, everything, nice little stalls here to eat, and it's just, it's a great experience here in Belgrade.
I tasted your one.
Okay.
So do you think it's worth coming here all the way?
Yeah, it is worth it for the tram trip, definitely. I'm going to give it a go. Best one I've tried so far here in Belgrade. Delicious. I'm going to sink it down with some of this. Yum! Perfect combo, who would have thought? Yogurt with pastry, it works, it's great. There's literally a line out the door, so we're really lucky we got in when we did. I think it was just before rush hour. And suddenly everyone's having it, just sitting around here, having their burek. It's just, the pastry here is just, to die for, so good.
It was very cheap.
It was cheap, so it ended up being about 427 dinar for both of us with the yogurt, so really cheap, really good. So we made it off the bus, and it was a bit of a lofty bus. As we saw it coming while we were waiting, the bus literally almost tipped over on the corner. Couldn't believe it. I was like, that's gonna tip, but it didn't. And even while we were on our way here, you could feel it. It was just kind of down like this, so it must have had a few tires flat or something, but we made it. We're on solid ground, so all good. So we don't really know where we're going. I think we should head down this way. I think, in fact, I believe that's the tower. You can see it. It is further than I expected. There you go. That's where we're heading. Okay, this is getting a bit ominous. Smell fire. Always makes me a little worried is that it's getting dark. You don't want to be in a place that you don't know in the dark. It's just a bit silly, regardless of how safe Belgrade is, which it has been. We could literally be walking into someone's backyard, so. We're not steps kind of people, are we, Rach? No. So we've been rewarded with a pretty nice view, don't you think?
Oh,
nice.
Very nice.
I like smelling the open fires that people have in the houses. You can see the chimneys going. Very cute. Yeah, and you can see the tower from here.
because that's the tower.
Millennium Tower, also known as Gardos Tower, is a memorial built in 1896 and celebrates 100 years of Hungarian settlement.
Belgrade has got a lot of potential and there's a lot of sights to be seen, but there's just not a lot of people seeing them. Of course, we're in the middle of winter, so I'm sure there's a lot more that come, more in summertime, but I think they're probably coming more for the nightlife because it's so well known for the nightlife here. But if you just want to come as just a general tourist, just to see the city, there's definitely a lot of things to do in Belgrade. That doesn't look like you enjoyed it, to be honest with you.
You know what? I heard Serbian people drink this coffee as well as brandy in the morning. That's like a go-to, like a breakfast thing.
Well, RAKIJA.
I think, I don't think I'll survive for the day if I start my day like that. And tasty isn't bad at all.
That's unexpected, because not only is it strong, the flavor is really different to like an espresso or something, and it's smooth and it's creamy.
Stari Grad translates as Old City in Serbian, and it's a great place to see the historical side of Belgrade.
Looks like the perfect Instagram spot here in Belgrade.
KNEZ MIHAILOVA is your go-to place for shopping. It's a long street which always seems to be busy either by day or night. And it's not just great for shopping, as there's loads to see on the way. From great architecture to street art, you'll not be bored on this street.
Oh, cute. He's so cute.
Yeah. So cute. Voila.
So cute. I couldn't resist just then because the doggy was too cute.
Yeah, we had to go back, didn't we? We're here at Princess Ljubica's house. Cool thing about this house, you can see kind of what life was like in the 1800s in terms of architecture and furniture.
Princess Ljubica's residence is an important cultural structure in the heart of Belgrade. It now stands as a museum and is a great place to visit to learn more about Belgrade's history.